today. We're gonna get some messages from the Most High. Find out what God has to say to all of us. I pray y'all come in. Please, when y'all come in, don't just stare. Hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channels. I need y'all support for real, for real. So come through for a sister, okay? So let me get some things in order, and then we gonna get started. I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all day went well. Hope no one got on your nerve too bad. You know, it is what it is, right? But we gonna get through this, collective. We gonna get through it. I just need y'all to stay 10 toes down for the collective and for me and for for yourself and for the collective and for me, please, because I need you. Yeah. So I hope y'all doing well. Please don't forget to share, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna find out some messages. We're gonna find out what the Most High has to say. I'll turn the music down in a minute, but I need y'all to subscribe to the channel, like, share, 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 share. So yeah, we're gonna get some messages. Most High God, thank you for all you do for me and the collective. I just ask that you guide me in my messages. Give the collective and myself information on what we're needing to know at this time. Please speak through me, guide me on what is needed at this time, God. We need you right now. We love you, we appreciate you, and we ask that you continue to walk with us. Speak through me, God, and pull out every card that should be pulled out for myself and for the collective. I'm asking that you give us um, hidden agendas, messages that are hidden, whatever we need to know, hidden agendas, the schemes of the enemy. We also need to know what to look out for in the future, God. When will this all come to an end? We tired of this. So yeah, we need your help, God. I ask that you speak through the cards, please. And thank you. Yeah. So God, give me one more message. We don't get started. Ashe. All right now. Thank you, God. Okay, so we have transformation. We have the queen. We got the witch, the rebel, and we got the sunlight in the reversal. So let's see what's going on. Whew. Thank you, God, for all you do. I love you so much. And I ask that you bring the right people in, God. Remove every hater that watches, stares, and doesn't like the live, God. And bring the true supporters in. Those who rock with the collective for real. Those who support the collective. And those who are actually on this journey to do better in their life. Who is not following the journey of the wicked. I'm asking that you put the collective in alignment with the righteous. I've noticed that a lot of people are off of their path. A lot of people are out of alignment, off of their path, and doing things that their masters tell them to do. So thank God for the collective. Thank God for those who are actually following the path of righteousness. I ask the Most High to pull in your army, oh God, your army of protectors, the angels, ancestors, spirit guides, our warriors. Pulling those our adopted ancestors from different races, oh God, from the Korean races and the Asian and the Chinese and the Philippines, oh God, from the you know all nationalities, oh God. I ask that you call them in, and that anyone who's trying to block my live, anyone who's attacking the channel, I'm asking that they be under swift judgment. I'm asking that their whole lives be blocked. The burdens that they want for me and my channel, is what I want them to continue to carry on their back as long as they come for me and continue to like try to conspire or block my path. I'm asking that anyone who is constantly interfering in my life and the collective's life, that God, you strike them down, that you strike them dead. You know what I'm saying? They're a waste of a person trying to continuously conspire against those who would like to move forward in their life, would like to do good in their life. I'm asking that there be justice for anyone who's tried to block the collective from our purpose. You know, any spiritual hater, those who call themselves someone of authority, but behind the scenes they're causing a lot of discord and drama, God. I'm asking that they be removed from the paths of the righteous, from the paths of the chosen. I mean, it's just sad, you know, how I see a lot of these people out here who follow the wicked. You know, they're like into it, you know. So with that said, I'm asking for justice. One moment. All right. So there should not be any more interferences. I made sure that I checked with my aunt, made sure she ain't need nothing before I got on here. So, child, we shouldn't be having that outrageous distraction anymore. Because I'm going to start asking before I go live. Because, child, I'm telling you, people don't want this message to get out because they know when it get out, you're going to be learning something today. You're going to learn something today. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with transformation. So let's find out what's going on. God, give me a message. What's going on with transformation? So let's read it first. This is number 1. So it is saying embracing change, change of circumstances, transformation, endings, beginnings, opportunity, replacements, update, fearlessness, maturity, adaptability, unfamiliarity, bravery, a leap of faith, possibilities, growth, time improvements, remodeling, renewal, stepping out of your comfort zone. So it looks like there's gonna be some new opportunities, but let's confirm. God, I ask that you pull each and every one of these cards out for clarity on what the collective needs to know. Please clarify transformation. All right, so let's see. All right, so someone wants to come out of conflict with you, or you could be coming out of conflict, or there could be a lot of pain that someone could be currently going through because of what they've accepted. Someone kind of has to deal with what they accepted, is what I'm seeing as well. Tell me more about this, ancestors. Yeah, so someone's realizing that they didn't get nothing out of the ordeal. Okay, so what it's saying is like whatever someone accepted, they're realizing they didn't get nothing, and internally this bothers them. Okay, this bothers them because this is shocking of how something turned out. So with the Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, someone who's like, they want to like come out of conflict, but they don't really have nothing to give, or you're not giving to them. And so it's a painful situation because throughout what someone did not give you is when you decided to transform, which is when you decided to become your best self. This is shocking. This caused for a huge change, a upheaval, where it seems like things got better for you, and it's because of what happened in the past. So there were choices that someone took. Okay, someone had choices, and maybe they're like, I didn't look at these choices good. Someone's thinking they move fast with a choice, or there was someone talking real fast to them. They were talking with a group of people, and I'm seeing here that people, they work really hard on a decision where it caused someone to feel like it was something that they desired, but whatever they desired wasn't as strong as what they thought. You know, this is a person who had a very immature way of thinking. This is someone who wanted what they wanted, but it was all immaturely. You know, someone's was under the guise of deception. You know, so someone chose to maybe deceive you. They didn't get nothing for it. So whatever happened in the past, you know, Five of Swords is someone who had to who feels mad. First off, they feel mad about what they chose because they're currently looking at themselves and they're like, man, I didn't get shit from this. I didn't get nothing. So this is someone who could be they're not doing good. They're not doing good at all. Okay? So this is a person that first off you detach from, and someone that no longer has control over you or your thoughts. You know, you're fully in divine alignment, and this is causing someone to not be able to manipulate how they want to. Okay, so when it comes to transformation, it's what happened to you throughout the negativity that you went that was aimed at you. I see here that you freed yourself from something that was maybe supposed to stop you. Okay, was supposed to make you feel like this small. I'm seeing here that you overcame a lot, collective. So with that, you know, you freed yourself, and at this time, like I just heard the word ecstatic. um Ecstatic and new environment. Okay, so there's a new beginning that you could be going through, and um it's a position where you could be very strong at this time, very ambitious. You're continuing to move forward. You got a lot of encouragement. You're encouraging yourself, or there could be others encouraging you. But with the Four of Pentacles is you steering your wheel, or you trying to make things happen your way. Like you wanting to maintain control of a situation. And I see here that, you know, you're in this phase where you're trying to control something. You could be looking into things, learning things. You know, you got a higher understanding. You're thinking about all the effort you put in, or this could be someone who's tried to put in effort, or this could be someone who could be feeling restricted, or like they're trying to manifest something here, and they're trying to look at their efforts. They're looking at their efforts, and they're seeing that some of their efforts are not I don't know. Let's see. Clarify this, ancestors. Clarify this here. Yeah, so we got the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so there is momentum. Oh, okay, so someone, it could be a family member feeling left out. It's a few of these people not doing well. A lot of these people feel left out. Okay, it's a family of people who not doing good. What's going on with them? They trying to balance their life. They're struggling. You know, they're stressing, definitely struggling. You know, these are people who are trying to, they're talking a lot, but the more, I don't know, like, I'm just seeing people that are not really in alignment, or not doing as well as they present themselves to be. Someone's not presenting themselves to be what they claim to be. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the channel, because there's a bunch of haters on here, as I see. Anyway, clarify more, ancestors. So what I'm seeing here is maybe someone feels depleted. You know, they're feeling ashamed of themselves, or feeling depleted, because they put too much effort in, and they don't feel like things are working out the way they want. Okay, so these are people who look like they've tried to do everything to, I don't know, we gonna get into it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Support the channel, please. Tell me why are these people looking like this? because there's a level up that's about to happen for you. Okay, tell me more. So you could be leveling up. Tell me more about this. Okay, so someone wants to connect with you. They're watching you enviously. You're not talking to this person, no. Someone's gonna be a catfish trying to talk to you. They're in a third party situation. Be careful of this person. They're not being genuine, okay? So it could be someone who's trying to plan to reach out. Someone's trying to manifest an opportunity with you. They're blocked. Someone possibly unblocked you. Somebody who blocked you at one point has unblocked you and could be trying to reach out to you. So look out for that. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone just feels as if things aren't going their way and they're hurting because, first off, they don't have much to give and they're wanting to come back around as if they're giving something, but they're not, okay? Clarify more about this transformation. So, yeah, this is someone who's mad. You know, someone's going through a lot internally. They're regretful and they're angry at life, angry at themselves. Tell me about this Five of Wands. What's going on? So this is someone who is unfair. Okay, this is someone that don't want to hold themselves accountable for certain situations that they've gotten themselves into, and I feel like they hung themselves. And even though like they're like, it's like someone who's in their mind watching you a lot. They could be a part of a system. Um, it could be a community of people who could be unfair. Okay, it's a group of people who are clarify these people. What's going on? It's a fire sign man. So this is a person that causes a lot of drama. Okay, this fire sign man. It could be a fire sign man who caused a lot of drama. So he's an unfair person. He's mad because you're still rising above whatever this person tried to put you through. So they're mad because things aren't going their way, and they don't want to accept that. Tell me more about this situation. So this person is in a third party situation, and they want to come around like they want to love bomb you or something. But tell me more. What's going on? We gonna go deep into it. So it's a lot of gossip going on, like people feeling bad. Someone feels like they got ghosted or something. It's dealing with money. Clarify this Five of Wands. What's the problem with the Five of Wands? It's because someone's holding on to a lot of anger. Okay, it could be an air sign man. It could be a Virgo. So this person is real childish. Okay, very childish. You know, acting immature. Um, they're trying to be grounded. Let's see what's going on here. So they're under. So okay, let's see. So it's giving me that there could be someone who's trying to have an emotion. It could be an earth sign woman, or this could just be a mother, or it could be anybody. Someone who's trying to have. Someone's having has evolved emotionally. Okay, and what's going on with the group of people? So these people, they're not doing well. They're not doing well. People not doing well either financially or just people that are just not doing well. You know, they're dealing with a group of people because what's wrong with these people, ancestors? What's going on? It's a group of people here. They're like each and every one of them want to do their own thing. It's a lot of pain that someone's going through. Clarify what's wrong with the Nine of Pentacles. It's somebody who is so there is somebody who's very adamant about causing a lot of interference. This is someone who is trying to stir up confusion, or someone who's trying to manipulate or control things because they're hurt, because they're going through a lot of issues internally. Someone's upset about your independence as well. Tell me more. What's going on with this person? So someone's acting as if they're okay, but they're not. Okay? It's because you walking away. Someone don't feel good about you leaving. Okay? So I'm seeing that someone from the past could be real hurt because they're looking at everything they did or everything that happened. Someone's caught in some sort of illusion, and they're shocked about how things are turning out. The Six of Cups is something that happened in the past that someone could possibly be pondering on. Someone could be constantly thinking about what happened in the past. Tell me more. Yeah, what they're seeing is that it didn't pay off. Their lies, the things that they did behind the system. This was like someone who pretend to be something that they weren't. Someone who was working with the system, like lying or causing issues within the system, but whatever they were given to, it's also giving me that someone had a double life. Someone's acting as if they're giving when they're not. Tell me more about this. Yeah, so that cycle. So the thing is, because you're very protective of your energy and just who you are as a whole, someone don't get the accolades of how they used to. Like, someone's not getting that validation that they used to get. This is someone who is remembering how they used to get by with lying, cheating, causing a lot of pain for people. And they played it off. Like, someone acted as if they were, cool with you, or as if they were giving, but they were hiding behind a system. And so what they're seeing is there is not, this person is not able to do what they used to do. Their magic or manipulation skills are not working, and it's because you gain clarity, you gain knowledge of self, and someone's hurting because of your independence. They're literally struggling knowing what you pretty much invested in when it comes to yourself, collective. You have literally broken some sort of code, and there are people, or a particular person, whoever this is, they're not happy at this time because they feel like they've been exposed. They don't like how they're looking. And so when it comes to transformation, it's just saying that things have transformed because they're not the same no more. This person's not able to get away with half of the things that they were getting away with before. Okay, so I'm seeing also, like, if you look at this, the lady, the inner child, or this could be this person when she was young minded. This could represent someone with a young mind. If you could see how, they look like a little girl, but if you see the woman who transitioned into a grown woman, that could possibly be you, collective. Someone who has transformed mentally, spiritually. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and so you transform, and you're embracing your change. Okay. And so there's endings because things are no longer able to be how they used to be, and it's because of how much you've grown, how much you are no longer the same. So yeah, you've pretty much transformed into uh, someone who is more empowered of self. Like, you have more control of yourself, and it's sad how your development is causing issues for other people who don't want to see you grow, collective. It's sad to say that someone feels overwhelmed or like they betrayed. They're feeling betrayed because you've literally transformed into a beautiful butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. This person's like, I cannot believe the collective has transformed and become this person that I can no longer control. So yeah, so we got the world card in the reversal. So this person is stuck in a Ten of Swords energy. They don't feel they can get out of this Ten of Swords energy. Tell me more about this. Yeah, so they feel exposed. This person feels exposed, and they feel really hurt. You know what I'm saying? So someone is showing me that okay, so the star with the Five of Swords is you've healed throughout major conflict that could have been happening to you. I'm seeing here that someone wants to come out of their ego and they want to present themselves as, let me see, what are they trying to do? What's this person? The issue is this person is insecure now, okay? They're insecure and they want to come out of conflict. So someone wants to heal things. Someone has hope. They're like, well, I got hope to like come out of something, come out of a negative energy and offer a new opportunity. Whereas like someone wants to offer love, right? Because currently they're getting they're realizing that they may not be as confident as they come off to be. This is someone who is feeling uninspired about life or feeling blocked, that their creativity is not working how it once did. All right, so we got the Page of Pentacles here. Tell me more about Page of Pentacles. What's going on? All right, so it's giving me that someone could lose a lot. All right, and this is what someone's thinking about. So it could be a water sign, it could be a fire sign. Whoever this is, they're losing a lot of money. Someone's losing a lot of money, or they're losing their family, a relationship that they don't even know how to fight for anymore. This is a battle for this person. Is someone's lost the battle. Tell me more. So yeah, Ace of Pentacles, like someone choosing to someone wants to see how they can either get an opportunity. Someone wants to see what else is left for them. So they find that they could make a decision to get what they want, but they feel like whatever they're trying to get is going to be difficult for them to get. So this is someone who's willing to like, let's see, what are they doing? So this is someone who's going to either reach out. Someone is going to reach out to you, all right? And they're conflicted because they feel regretful. Now, it's either they're going to reach out, someone finds whatever they're trying to do, it's causing them to feel like it's difficult, but someone's willing to do it. Someone's like, you know what, I got to, what do they say? Shoot my shot. Someone has to shoot their shot or something like that. So someone has to shoot their shot. And they're gonna reach out and they're gonna try to see how they can swindle their way in. It's something that this person don't want to do though. But they're gonna try to use some sort of emotion on you. Tell me more. But they're manipulative, okay? So this is someone who's not gonna be honest. They're not gonna be clear on what they want. And I see that you're not stuck in seeing this person for exactly who they are. You see it. You're not stuck. Okay? So you're pretty much, tell me more. Yeah. You're not afraid to face certain battles in your life with the Three of Cups. is a group of people who see you continuing to go. So these are people who either want to catch up with you, they want to, what do they want to do? The thing is people who desire to come towards you, okay? It's giving me that someone's obsessed with the thought of offering you. What do they want to offer? What are they trying to give? The issue is they're lying. They're going to be emotionally manipulative, okay? So it could be an earth sign woman who is a liar, who tries to act like they're stable. She's trying to figure out how she can swindle or manipulate, or what is she trying to do? What is she trying to do, ancestors? What is she trying to do? What's going on? This person feel ashamed of themselves, or they should. You carried this burden for far too long. It's time to release the guilt you placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a goal and begin taking action towards happiness. So this is a person that has a lot to kick it with you, okay? They're tied. So it's giving me that someone who is tied to either a system or a person, or they're tied to like something toxic, and they're bringing it along with them to your life. So this is a person who's not going to be straight up with you, okay? They're going to be using like a it's giving me that someone's going to try to play on your emotions. This is one who offers care, but is with a sinister type of emotion where someone is always playing games. Tell me more. And then they act like things are okay, but deep down inside, they know it's not. So with the Fool card is someone who wants to take a leap of faith with you, but they're going to be they're going to be acting as if they're being nurturing, but they're really not. And with the Fool card in the eight of Pentacles is you're not paying this person no attention. Tell me more. Yeah, so with the, because you know the truth, okay? When it comes to this person, you already know the truth. And I see that because you know the truth, you don't give everything that someone wants. So it's giving me that you're controlling what you give. You're being selfish and with your energy, and it's giving me that if you don't do right by me, I'm good. If you do right by me, I'm good. You know, you're in this phase where, you know, I wish a mother could, a mother ever would, you know. And this is how we gotta be, because, you know, there are people around you, collective, possibly, that could not be as genuine as they pretend to be. And so you have to be in that energy of, you know, first off, you don't need validation, collective. Remember that. Your validation comes from God. If people aren't trying to rock with you the way that you know you should be rocked with, then you don't seek validation or force yourself on people who really know who you are. The issue is someone wants to dim your light so that you don't feel like you the shit when you really are. And with that said, you don't engage. You know, I'm in a situation at this time where, you know, there are people who want to make me feel like I'm outcast, you know, and what I feel, you know, when people try that hard, you realize how effective you could be when it comes to people, and how you possibly make people feel just by standing, collective, just by walking, just by talking. Like, you ain't said shit, but just by you standing makes people feel a way. So people have to put you or back you in a corner or make you feel a way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know that you don't never have to back down. When people show you who they are, believe them. You know, when we're in these times where people are actually keeping it as real. You know, people, you recognize what people are a part of, what people are into, or the way people are, like people's ways. So with that said, don't bother with trying to, we don't never have to fit in. We know that. Like, that's nothing I have to even tell you, collective. What I'm trying to say is, when people are mad because they can't rattle you, they want to try to dim you, or like take what you've pretty much worked on internally. They want to take that out of you and act as if you never worked on yourself or something. But I'm telling you to, stand up for yourself just by standing. You know what I'm saying? Just stand. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, people are going to be them, and we all recognize who the reals and who the fakes are, right? So when you know someone's fake, they gonna come for you because they've been exposed. These are people who could be jealous of you, people who could be mad about who you represent, who you are. It's just always gonna be that, collective. Unfortunately, people cannot handle how you represent yourself, how you look. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is for you, collective, it's always gonna be a hater. And that's just the truth, okay? So just recognize that and get used to it. So yeah, transformation, clarify transformation. So yeah, this fire sign man, or this could be a woman or anybody, someone of authority, someone who has a business, whoever this person is, they got an attitude. They're jealous, envious. It's amazing how people could have more than you and still be uh going through a lot. So this is a person who is of authority, who could be mad, jealous. This is a person who's mad because they're looking at you like, first off they're comparing you to them. Someone thought that you weren't that guy, you weren't that girl, whoever. That they didn't think that. So it hurts them to see that you don't care. So with the Fool and the Four of Cups, is you not accepting someone's offer because you know what someone's doing. And what I realize, collective, is when people are very low vibrational, they're not going to know how to communicate. They're not going to know how to express themselves. So if someone doesn't know how to express themselves, what does that lead to? That leads to frustration, envy, jealousy, madness, because people cannot communicate the way they want. People cannot communicate the way they want, and it's because some people struggle um with with how they internalize certain things. So all of that anger that's built up, a bunch of that gook, they're taking out on you. You have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know if you ever met somebody that you could not stand. I don't know if you ever been in or encountered a person and you just could not stand them. Like, have you ever had that where you didn't know what it was, you just could not stand them? This is this energy. This is someone who can't stand you. They don't like who you are. They don't like how free you are. They don't like how you don't give a fuck. You walking around like, so I don't care. I didn't come for you anyway. I came to do what I need to do and do whatever, and get the hell on. Whatever the case is, collective, you're in this phase where you don't give a fuck, and you gotta be like that, because if not, it will pull on you. It will make you feel away. So there is someone who's trying to figure out how to make a choice. Two of Wands with the Lovers. Someone's definitely about to make a choice. They've been pacing back and forth, okay, in this negative energy. Okay, this is someone who's watching you, someone who's getting information that they don't like. All they doing is thinking over and over again. It's a few people. You got a water sign woman and a fire sign woman or man, okay? So these are people trying to figure out how to come back in, how to give an opportunity. Tell me more about this. They're not doing too well with the Five of Cups. Are people who could be feeling a little ashamed of themselves or sad. These are people from the past who may have wanted to reach out to you, or you could be having communication come in very soon. It's someone from your past. Tell me more. So yeah, someone's thinking about reaching out to you, okay? And they're the issue is, someone's looking at their life and they're like, you know what? How did I get here? They like, how did I get here? Someone could be healing. Someone could be trying to heal. They trying to figure out what's next for them. You know, someone's just they're looking at their choices and they're like, damn, like the choices, they don't look good. You know, so someone is, they're wanting to take charge. Okay, I'm seeing here that you could be walking away because of what you've learned. And this is confusing to someone here. It could be an air sign man who could be confused about how to go about giving to you. What's going on here? So the Eight of Swords with the Three of Cups is a group of people who are internally mad. Okay, these are people who feel restricted. They just feel they're mad. A group of people. Let me see why they so mad. Spirit, why are these people so mad? What's going on here? People who like, someone who could be miles away. Tell me, what's this energy? Someone who don't want to end a chapter with you. It's an air sign man. Tell me more about this, ancestors. So you block this person. They're seeing you as they're watching you. They want to come in and love bomb you. They're like a person who talks about you, or there's a bunch of people talking about you, and this person could be talking about you with these people. This person is caught in a relationship or something, and they're wanting to deal with you. They envy you. This is someone from your past, okay? Someone who like is in and out of relationships. Someone who ain't faithful, okay? So this is a person who wants to come in. They're dealing with a bunch of people, and this person jealous of you too. They're full of drama. They're an energy vampire. So this person here, he dealing with multiple people, and these people he dealing with, they're like mad because they don't know where they stand with him. Yeah, so he just having sex with all these people. Tell me more. Yeah, so with the Star card is someone who's trying to look like something that they're not. Tell me more. Yeah, so it's giving me that someone who's reckless out here with their private area. Someone who could be messing around with a bunch of people, acting as if they're something that they're not. It's so crazy. Like, I wasn't sleepy at first. This dang on energy making me sleepy. It's like someone's not even sleeping. Someone's in a car. They not even sleeping. Someone does their body horrible. I used to know somebody who would like just sit in the car and smoke and drink and work. And they had a whole house. They would just be parked in the driveway, right? Just sitting in the car, smoking, drinking. And they would never go in the house because they were scared to go in the house. And so I'm going to tell y'all my business. So when I start, this was back in my unhealed days, child. When we start dealing with each other or whatnot, you know, this person, they owned the business and they worked. And so they were scared to go in the house because they saw like ghosts, or like, you know, they saw ghosts in the house or something like that. And so they didn't like going in the house. They couldn't sleep in the house. And so I was like, if you don't go in that damn house, you know, you need to go in the house. So when we start dating, I went in the house, I cleaned up the house, I cleansed the home, cleansed it, and he was sleeping like a baby. I cooked, washed clothes, and you know, I cleaned up that house, and you know, he was sleeping in the house, you know. But he was scared, you know what I'm saying? When I went in, I prayed over the home, and I was like, any spirit that is in here, you do not belong in here. Like I'm the type of person, I'm gonna face what I fear. Whatever I fear is what I face the most. Because you never want to run from what you fear. Because then that means that wins. That like, first off, how you gonna be afraid to go in your own house? You literally pay a a mortgage, and the home was nice. Okay, by the way, it was in a nice, decent in area, and you know, I love that house. You know, and so we were supposed to get married. Like that was what, you know, was supposed to happen. But you know, God, the way God set that up was like, hell no. But anyway, with that said, I gotta write a book, guys, seriously. But yeah, I went in, I prayed over the home. I even burnt like a white candle, and you know, I was teaching him, like, you know, this is how you burn ancestor money, to call in the good ancestors. And you know, we prayed a lot. It was a very spiritual, like, I taught this person like how to be more spiritual. They stopped drinking, they stopped smoking, they stopped doing all that crazy shit. And so, you know, the issue is, as much as women like myself try to change a person, sometimes what's in you is just in you. You can't help who you are. You know what I'm saying? You can't help how your mama is. You can't help how your daddy is. You can't help how your brother is. As much as you try to instill love, and you try to support, you try to bring someone up, try to take them out the gutter, and you try to pull them out. These Sometimes people, they don't realize, like, they stay down. You know what I'm saying? Even though some people have the opportunity to get out of a sunken situation, they choose their own path. Some people choose their own path. So you could clean someone up, pick someone up, dust them off, and then you'll stand them up, and then they'll go back to doing what they did. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. Like, sometimes people are just who they are, and you cannot change a person. So what they do is they'll go marry somebody weak, because that person who's weak will not hold them accountable for their nasty actions. For me, I'm never gonna be the one to settle. Now, if I deal with you, you gonna have to come up here with me. I brought you up here, but when I left, you brought yourself right down. So someone think they're doing something by saying, "Oh, I'm just gonna marry a weak woman." Well, go ahead and marry the weak woman. Let's see where you end up. See, as much as some people want to say, "Oh, I'm happy, I'm in a good relationship now," you know damn well you're not. Because if you couldn't keep up with someone like me, baby, I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I give. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in some people, collective. It's a temporary situation where someone will temporarily be motivated, and a lot of times, collective, we are not people who just walk around motivating people. That's not what it is. The goal is to transform. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. All right? It is not to, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to keep, like, no, like, it's either you is or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they just ain't. And that's what it is. You cannot change people. You know, that's what I've learned. And I mean, you could be right in front of someone's face, like letting them know, like, hey, I'm here. Honey, I'm home. I'm here. And as much as you say that, there are people who would just be in the days, like, you know, scratching their head. You know, they just, some people, they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Until you're gone. Don't know what you got till it's gone. And I mean, hey, that's what it is, collective. So you transform while someone's a whole night in the reversal, unstable, ungrounded. You know, the worst thing someone could have ever did was mess with you. You know, the best thing to always do is always do right by the collective. That way you'll always have that door open to where, like, just in case. And it's not like it's a respect. You know what I'm saying? It's respect. But if there's no respect, then there will never be an opportunity for y'all to come back together, because, baby, you disrespected the collective. And just because of that, you will never be able to come back around. And plus, you know, it's never going to be that. Because first off, collective, we're not people who settle. Like, literally, when I tell you this person was sleeping in their car, in their driveway, smoking and drinking. Now, granted, I shouldn't have been dealing with this person, but at the time, my mom, she had passed away, and we both were going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? At the time, like, it was, I was going through a lot with my family, with my mom's passing, and so sometimes you meet people who could be some sort of a reflection of yourself, or it could be lessons. And I would tell you, collective, that was one of the most hardest lessons I've ever learned in my life. And I thank God for it, because now I'm able to realize, recognize, and analyze situations where there are literally grown men who run out in the street, literally about to get hit. It's like this man was running in the street. I'd be like, hey, you about to get hit. Get out the street. You know, running in the street like they're a little kid. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? And where I am, collective, I'm never the one to be tracing a grown man who running in the street and they're ruining their whole life. You know, so F that shit. You know, go ahead and run your ass your grown old ass in the street, and let's see how that work out for you. Because I'm not about to sit here arguing, fighting with you while you constantly say, oh, I'm going to get it together. No, go get it together while the collective really starts walking away and doing what we need to do for ourselves. If that's to be by ourselves until God blesses us with something better, then that's what we'll do. But we will never be in connections where we're running after people who are running, grown men running in and out the street like a damn baby. Like, get your ass on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you do gotta get hit so that you could see what you're doing. Because obviously your ass is still running in and out the street. No grown woman is chasing a grown ass man in and out the damn street. Like, you go get yourself together. Because no woman is gonna do half of what the collective has done. What woman do you know praying every day, evolving every day, never thinking that there is a time where you never transform? Every day is always a transformation. Even today I transform, collective. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they stay stuck in who they are. And people who like that, you just look at them and just say, okay, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to go ahead and be a fool like the rest of them, go get your go be a fool with your foolish ass. Your grown, foolish, dumb ass. Like, you know, people talk about me. Yeah, I know I'm bad in math. But guess what? I'm only bad in math because I've been too busy trying to evolve and work on myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing the work. And there are people out here that don't do shit. They don't work on themselves. They settle for less. They settle for the mediocre. They are a bobbit head hoe. They say, okay, yeah, we're going to jump on a bandwagon. You weak ass hoe. That's why you got to do that shit subliminally, because you'll never be able to do that shit in my motherfucking face, hoe. You hoe. You weak ass hoe. With your trifling ass. You and all your grown asses. All y'all do is move recklessly. You a sad ass piece of adult. Shame on you. Shame on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you heartbroken because you gotta do that shit with your weak ass. I just look at each and every one of you, every one of these weak ass people collective who are down with the get down. You know, I'm I can't even tell you to have, child. There are people out here who will play in your motherfucking face like you a damn nobody. But you know, for now on, collective, what I realize is what I need to do is just let people do them. Because you cannot go after people for who they are. You know what I'm saying? You just realize who they are and whose they are and what they about. You know, I don't respect you with your trifling nasty ass. You a nasty asshole. You know, each and every one of you nasty ass hoes. Like, you grown ass men, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, collective, I want you to continue to keep going, keep evolving, because either way, a hoe gonna always be a hoe. So a weak ass hoe, you can't never change. As much as you may wanna go in, pray, say hallelujah 3 times, turn around, bend down on your knees, intercede, whatever you do, collective, you could be right in someone's face, letting them know, like, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Just like God is. But someone would rather run in the street like a child and just do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So, baby, if, you know, I'm not one to literally, listen, you're not about to sit here and be stuck, collective. If someone wants to sleep in their driveway and they got a whole house, let their ass do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let them. Because that's what they from. The gutter gutter. Some of these people are gutter gutter. Gutter gutter. You know, we can't be cleaning up everybody house, collective, because then we become gutter gutter too with these people, because we're digging in the trenches where we don't belong. I know I never belonged over there, collective. I know I never belonged over there, but God was like, you know what, since you want to be with the gutter gutter, then I'm going to go ahead and let you be with the gutter gutter. Because no matter how much the house may be clean, this person is still going to be a gutter gutter, dirty gutter gutter, piece of gutter gutter shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing you could do about it, because they still going to be running in the street. They out here. Trifling as can be. Trifling as can be. It don't make no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? You smoking, you drinking, you ruining your body. You know, you're taking every pill like you just, you know, you a gutter gutter. You gutter gutter. You gutter gutter. You don't give 2 shits about your whole life. You don't give a shit about your life, your body, your spirit, your soul. You don't even know where your soul is. You literally, it's so bad for you, collective. When people do that shit, you sleep in the car because you can't go in the house. You know you got mental health issues. You know that you are sickly and you're ill. It's to the point where the spirits that you drinking is causing you to hallucinate. When it's that bad, you know that you've done your body a disservice. You don't give a fuck about yourself. You a gutter. And you gonna always be that until you pay attention to who you are. You out here sleeping with everybody. Now, even if you, let's just say you do have a wife, you still, you want to sit here and brag and shit, but you're still messing with every woman out here. You're a dirty ass piece of shit. You a dirty ass piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I heard a man say, my friends ain't shit. And my friends ain't shit. And I know I ain't shit. I looked at him like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? For anyone to say something like that, you are a piece of, you are a waste of life. You are a waste of a person. You are literally a waste of a person. You just a big disgrace. You a old ass big disgrace. You a gutter. Like you a low down gutter piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't respect you. You are a loser. You are a loser. All you do is drink. I drink. I'm smoke. I'm supposed to get high, but you a gutter, low down, dirty dog. You nasty. You know, ain't no telling how many diseases you got. Like, you a waste of a man. You sit here, you put on a clean outfit, looking all nice and fresh with brand new shoes on, but your soul is dirty. You a dirty, evil, wicked piece of shit. You ain't shit. And someone needs to tell your ass that so you can go figure it out with your nasty, dirty ass. You just because you got waves and you may be a nice looking, that don't mean shit. You still a disgusting, dirty ass piece of shit of a man. I mean, I would rather, you know what I'm saying? Baby, you would never, like, I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much control you have. You know you ain't shit, and you ain't gonna be shit until you figure out who you are on the inside. You sit here, you think that you're doing something by, oh, I got this woman, I got that woman. You got a dumb woman. You got a dumb asshole. Cause you a dumb asshole. And that's all you gonna be good for, hoe. And your wife stupid. Cause if it was me, I'd never deal with you. I'd hurry up and get a divorce. I would be divorcing your ass. Cause you still drinking, smoking, and sitting in a parking lot. And you got a whole house paying the mortgage. Talking about it's spirits. You're stupid. You're a dumbass. You still going through that shit too. You dumbass. Yeah. And you can be mad at me if you want to, ho. Because let me tell you something. You need to hear this. No one's talking about this to you. That's your problem. You know, you don't want to listen. I don't give a care. You still gonna get this word. And if you don't, baby, you just gonna be a dumbass, weak ass man walking around here soulless, continuing to spiral and go through your little stupid ass karmic lessons, not caring, trying to, I got money. You look stupid, you dumbass. I hope you know that shit with your dumbass. You can report the live if you want to, ho. I'ma tell you the truth. You're a dumbass. And I know you know that, okay? But we gonna tell you again. You got issues. Okay? And if you ever think that the collective's gonna deal with your dirty, toxic, nasty ass, your 3-time and cheating, no good, but nothing, don't know shit, just talking, running your damn mouth with a damn crown on your head, acting like you somebody that you're not. I don't give a care. Listen, you're no good for nobody. You have no business being in a woman's life. All you do is bring women down. You are nothing. You are a piece of nothing. I don't care how much money you got. You're toxic. You're toxic. You are a hazard to the world. And it's a shame that your mama even had you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You wicked piece of shit. Each and every one of you, all of your friends connected, y'all need to share the live. Share the live. Share the live with your trifling nasty ass. I'm so sick of these men. I am so sick of these men. I really am. Not all of them, but some. And the women who like married to them, who's like, girl, I wish you would like really get your man, because this man is causing issues to the world. You sitting here walking around bragging, but your husband is ruining people's lives. And yours too. It's time for somebody to stand up. Who gonna tell the truth? You sit here lying, oh, I gotta, congratulations. What do you want me to do, lady? I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I'm happy for you. I don't care. Like, I don't care if it's not helping. Like, can you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. No one cares about your evil husband. I don't care about that shit. I'm tired of your husband. He's evil. He's causing issues for humanity. Like, please, tell your husband to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, each and every one of these, like, women who... I'm not, like, I promise you I'm not jealous. I can't be. I don't know how to be jealous. I can't be jealous. I promise you I can't. I'm just tired of this. Look at him. Look at this man. Like, they don't even have their mind. A lot of these men are effed up. And we sit here arguing, fighting over these men. Shout out to my sister. One of my sisters, I just found out she got locked up because of some man. I really feel like that shit was set up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And for people to be sitting on their platforms laughing and shit like it's funny, talking about some like, you are so hateful. You know what I'm saying? The women, it be the women though. The women who like be supporting this BS, supporting these toxic men. Like, y'all, y'all got it effed up. Y'all really do. Never ever lose yourself for nobody, collective. No one is worth your mind. No one is worth your time. No one is worth you going to jail. No one is worth that shit. You know what I'm saying? Think about you, your babies, and you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's men out here who be plotting on women. These men, a lot of these men, they can't stand my ass. A lot of these men can't stand my ass, because one thing about me, collective, is you cannot play in my face. And this is what people want, like people like me, women like me, because the young woman who is locked up, from my understandings, she is a very powerful young woman. And because there are, first off, we got to realize that when you're young, you do a lot of crazy things. But there are certain types of women who get targeted. And the women that get targeted most times are those who will not allow anyone to treat them any kind of way. So those who won't shut up, like a man would want a lot of these women to do, like myself. A man who wants a woman to be submissive. First off, I've not met a man to be submissive to. A lot of these men out here are weak. So with that said, I feel like they set that up where, I just feel like they set that up. I really feel like that's the setup. So people would do things to make you lose your mind, lose yourself, so that you could look as if you need people, or as if you're in need or something. Like you have, like someone wants you to be validated or feel like you need validation or something like that. But what I want to tell you, collective, is be careful of your emotions. Be careful of giving too much when it comes to how you react. Your reactions matter, especially in these times, because people could use your reactions for their own like for revenge. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say you're not in the wrong, but because you're speaking up for yourself and you may get angry and want to hit somebody, or you hit somebody, or whatever the case. Maybe you ran in the house, like your kids are in the car. You run in the house to grab something, cuss someone out, and then you next minute you know the cops done showed up and they're like, oh, you weren't with your kids, but you ran in just for a second. You weren't away from your kids that long. Now here it comes. People want to discredit you as a mother because you put yourself in a situation where people can say whatever they want to say, and you know it's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't, be careful about what you listening to and what you agree to, because everything that you hear may not be true. I don't know the full story. But what I'm saying is there are people who want to set you up, collective, because they don't like you and they feel like you disrespected them because you didn't bow down to them. You didn't give them the accolades, or you didn't do what they told you to do. Like, these are people who are mad because you got your own mind. A lot of people nowadays are like huge narcissists. So if you're not doing what people want you to do, they will literally come after you in a way. It's giving me like when you learn to have your own mind, when you learn that you are someone that can be fully in control of your mind and no one can take over this is when people start getting mad because they can't use you no more. And as many people out here, as many people as it is out here who are blind and who are naive and gullible, they want to, like, because all these other people who you could literally manipulate, because this one person chooses to not do what you want them to do. Instead of you messing with the other weak people, you want to come for someone who has their own mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are effed up. Like, why don't you go mess with the weak hoe? You want to sit here and mess with someone who is a divine being just because you feel you can. Nah. So I don't give a care. Like, women, that's the problem. If we were to stand up for each other instead of going against our sisters with these weak ass men, the world could be a better place. But because you choose to side with a hateful ass, no good piece of shit of a man who sits in their car, smokes, drinks, and is afraid to go in the house, F you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these women out here are weak as hell. I can't believe it. I can't believe how toxic a lot of these women are. And you sit here, you fight against your own sister because you just mad. You a hater. And you mad because things aren't going your way. So you feel, oh, well, the brother will like me if I went against this person. You're so weak. You could have a good man if you literally stop doing what everybody else did. And these men could come up to the level where we are. But instead, you sit here and go with this man who is, first off, controlling, abuses their power because they can. It's a lot of weak men out here. Ain't nobody gonna do it your way. You are not a good person. You're trifling. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you like. You don't know if you like men, women. You just all over the place. All over the place. Sleeping with men, sleeping with women. You are you've emasculated yourself. You've emasculated other men. You have slept with almost everybody in the community. You're just trifling. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to control your sexual organs. You're nasty. You know, I don't respect none of these men. A lot of these men I don't respect. I've not met a honorable, righteous man, white or black. A lot of the men are followers, and they play too fucking much. Like, you disgust me. A lot of you men disgust me. You supposed to be leaders. You supposed to lead the pack, but here you are being a no good piece of shit of a man, just like the rest of these hoes out here. And so when I see you, I just shake my head because you're a piece of shit, and I don't respect you. I mean, and the thing is, these people, they don't get it. These men, they don't get it. They're not gonna get it, unfortunately. And so I guess, you know, these men who continue, look at them. You see how they do? They're so nasty. This is all they do. They're mad because they can't get their way. Working with a group of people. What are they doing, ancestors? They're under judgment. They're under judgment. They're under judgment. Every time, collective, it's this earth sign man who's trying to control things. Every time he messes with you, he's under judgment. He's up here trying to figure out how to get to you, trying to get his way. You know what I'm saying? Someone thinks because they look good, they could swindle their way back in. Someone thinks because they have money, because they look away, or you know, whatever the case is. Like, just because you're looking cute, just because you're a cute man. First off, I don't like cute men. Cute men are really disgust me, especially the cute weak men. So this cute weak man, this earth sign man, he thinks that he can work. He's like talking to people, lying. He's under judgment. Everything he's doing is he's under judgment. Everything he's doing, trying to figure out how he can soften your heart. This man is toxic. He's no good. He's tying himself to a earth sign, causing a lot of issues for the collective. There's a lot of drama behind the scenes with a woman here, a earth sign woman, mad about past issues and still trying to tie themselves to previous situations. This earth sign woman, she's heartbroken, you know, because she's literally tied herself to someone who is toxic, a toxic earth sign man. Like, all these men out here, y'all nasty, y'all trifling, y'all nasty, and you're a dirty spirit. Like, you just a dirty dog. You know what I'm saying? You trifling, and all you do is think nasty. Like, you're nasty, trifling piece of shit, and your efforts are not paying off. Okay, I don't respect you. I don't respect you. I don't, and a lot of the collective don't either. You're rejected. Okay, you're a huge reject. Don't you ever think you're gonna come back in someone's life. You know, you know, the thing is, if a lot of these men knew their worth, they'll be worth something. But they don't have no self-worth. You know, these men, they just cute and they got money. And I don't care how mad you get. Someone need to tell you that. Someone need to let you know that you're not all that. You're not all that. You never been. Because you never did no work on yourself. You're unhealed, and you think because you're tied to certain organizations, you think that's going to cover you, but it's not. You're still miserable. You're still unhappy, and you still need validation from women. Like, I don't like you. And I hope a lot of more women speak up about men like you. You're trifling. You're trifling. Okay? So this earth sign man, he got a nasty attitude. I don't care. You're this person won't they way with you. They're scorned because they can't have their way. They heartbroken so bad. And they're moving with a earth sign woman. You know, this toxic earth sign woman could be a Capricorn woman who's heartbroken. because she possibly was dealing with this guy and this earth sign man, this fire sign man. All these people toxic as hell, tied to all these people that are no good. Each and every one of these men, like if you dealt with these men and you thought that you were I met a guy. You met a demon. You met a demon, a true demon. So a lot of these men are coming out as demons with a Jezebel spirit, and they claim to want to like connect with you. But my thing is, what I don't appreciate is a lot of these men, after they get done like playing games and stuff, and after they get done doing whatever they want to do when it comes to sleeping with whoever they want to, now they're like, oh, I want to settle down now. But the issue is, you didn't hop from one woman to the next, to the next, to the man, one man to the next. You've not even healed. You know what I'm saying? So there are some women, like you, these men will jump into a relationship with the woman they choose. But the woman they choose is like, y'all, I mean, this person ain't never healed. So now the woman they choose ain't happy. It's just a, you know, collective. Never get jealous of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Learn to love yourself until God blesses you, and where you're supposed to be. Because I'm telling you, a lot of these men out here, they not nothing. You know, and I'm not trying to be mean, but a lot of these men, they have masters. They can't do what they want to do, and it's because they seek their validations from other grown men. Other grown men tell these men what to do. All right, yeah, they're unhealed, unstable, and they're losing. They're losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they mad because of what I'm talking about. Actually, the collective, like, you look tired of these people. You really look tired of these men. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but Spirit, why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about this? Because there's somebody who's not doing well. It could be an earth sign man. It could be a Virgo. It could be a Sagittarius. Someone wants to come around acting innocent, acting as if they're wanting to offer something, but deep down they don't have much to offer. They're dealing with multiple women. Okay, clarify these. Yeah, and that the women that they're dealing with, stressing them out. They're acting like they're happy with all these women, but they want to close out that cycle. They're still toxic. They're still tied to a demonic entity. This person is trifling. They have no business sleeping with nobody. All they're doing is transferring their sexual nasty ass STD and demon that they have tied with them. This person ain't shit. Spirit, can you tell me what's going on here? What type of demon is this connected to this earth sign? It's a Belial demon. So this is concentrate on finding your power. Divinity comes from within and radiates your authority outward and around. So let me see something. How will this person abuse their power with the Baal demon? It's the Bael demon. It says concentrate on finding your power. Divinity comes from within and radiates your authority outward and around. How would this person abuse this energy? It's a earth sign. It's the King of Pentacles with the Devil and a Knight of Swords. It's like someone wants to come in communicating, but they're rejected. They can't. Someone's trying to gain control, but they they're rejected. Tell me more. Yeah, so it's because you're coming off as someone who's, so we got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So they dealt with a bunch of people. Seven of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a man who dealt with bad women. Tell me more about this. He betrayed all these women. Now he want to come for you with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Wands and the Magician. Three of Swords and the Lovers. Tell me about this, and what's going on here? This person, he's used to controlling women, okay? And the women he's controlled are women that usually are in their power. These are women who usually are controlled, mentally. But the issue is someone got in their head. So he messed with a fire sign, a air sign woman, and an earth sign woman. All these women are sad. They're all fighting over him. Look at that. They like literally thought they were getting something. Now this person mad. That's the truth. Now this person mad because they want to deal with you, like they dealt with the other woman. But you're in this energy like Seven of Wands. You're like, hell no. Okay, so it says uh can look like someone who wants power, control, influence, or access, and is willing to push aggressively to get it. So the devil can symbolize obsession, unhealthy attachments, manipulation, temptation, or being driven by ego and desire rather than wisdom. Can represent strong, independent women or women who eventually see through someone's behavior. It can also show people who are no longer really controlled. So this suggests, Seven of Cups suggests multiple options, illusions, fantasies, or someone who has kept many possibilities open at once. And the Queen of Pentacles can indicate a woman who is stable, grounded, nurturing, or valuable in some way. The story these cards tell is less a man dealt with bad women. When I say bad women, I mean like, oh, she got it going on. That's what I mean. I don't mean bad like in a bad way, by the way. Okay, so the Chat GPT thought I was talking like that, but I wasn't. So it says a person who may have moved through multiple connections, choices, or relationships by pursuing their own desires and is now facing the consequences of their actions. So the Ten of Swords is betrayal, painful endings, and hitting a wall. So looking at ahead, trying to figure out what comes next. Magician is trying to create a new outcome or influence events or regain control. And the Lover signifies relationships, major choices, or values based on decisions and putting it together. The energy looks like someone who may have pursued control or validation for personal gain, and may be trying to reconnect or explain themselves or regain influence. So if you're asking how would they abuse power, the Devil and the King of Pentacles combination can symbolize using money and status. I told you, okay? So this is a person that wanted loyalty without accountability, collective. Or prioritizing personal desires over other people's well-being. Queen of Swords is spread important because this energy doesn't easily fall for manipulation. Collective, that's the problem. When you see through people's BS, you no longer have to fall for it. So someone wants to put you in their third party situation. This is someone from the past who did everything to a lot of other people. They want their way with you. Clarify this. Yeah, spirit is like, I'm guiding you into something more, okay? So with this person, you could be friend zoning them, but someone from a long distance wants to deal with you, wants to be around you. Okay? So they're talking like they're like concerned about money, or I don't know why this card. Let me see why this card keep coming out. Someone wants to ghost you. Someone wants to make you feel away. They like, I want to make you feel like someone's really wanting to make you feel away, collective. You know, I got people want to make me feel away, but I can care less. You know, it's just, I just see people for who they are. Okay, so anyway, money talk, clarify money talk. Why is, I keep getting money talk ancestors? Why is this here? It's because you're rejecting this person. So it says finances affecting love, power, support, or control through cash. Time to be honest about goals. Count the cost. Clarify more. Someone's thinking about how things have ended with you, and so you walked away. Okay, you walked away because you're coming into financial stability is what I'm seeing, and someone is trying to figure out how to steal from you, or everything someone's trying to do is just going to backfire. Okay, so be careful, collective, because someone ain't right. It's people who are so mad. Okay, Five of Wands energy. These people are in some sort of tension with you, and it's like a lot of betrayal. What's wrong? What happened? What's going on? It's a air sign man who's so mad. This person is a loser. Tell me more about this person. So yeah, this person is sneaking, working with a group of people. Tell me more. Heartbroken people, people who are scorned, jealous, mad from the past. A earth sign woman. All these women, okay? See, I'm also seeing a bunch of women who mad at this air sign man. How do these women feel about this air sign man? They don't like him. They don't like him. Oh, okay. Wait, let me make sure. What's wrong? What's wrong with this person? Why they don't like him? Because they think he controlling. So this is a person who what's the issue? What's the issue? I don't know. It's like some what's the issue? They find him to be someone who's controlling, manipulative. They're trying to manifest balance or clarify this. Three of Cups. What's going on with the Three of Cups? It's all these women here who this man either it could be a bunch of women going crazy over this man, or this man is what's wrong with the man? What's wrong with the man? He heartbroken. Why? What's going on with these women? What's wrong with the women? What's wrong? They got clarity about this man. Oh, they connected to this man. They're connected to him. But the thing is, he's being exposed or something. Let me see. I'll look into this. I don't know why I'm talking about this collective. You know, my reasons that spirit is wanting me to talk about it, but it looks like it could be a man who's heartbroken over women. What's going on? Yeah, someone's stressing. Why they stressing? Or they were. Oh, okay. This fire sign woman, she was stressing. She's coming out of pain that she went through with this man. Tell me more about this man. What happened with him and her? She see him for who he is. Tell me more. What happened with this? she ain't talking to him no more. He done did something to her. So they're not cool anymore. And she's gotten clarity of who this person is. So there are people seeing this person for who they are. And so they're like people they're not talking to this man no more. Excuse me, guys. Let me see. Anything else, ancestors? Yeah, so the issue is this person needs to learn how to have boundaries. This person did not have boundaries. Messing with this person, clarify more about boundaries. Yeah, so they kept giving to this person, kept playing with their emotions, but they were dealing with multiple people. And now this earth sign, he's heartbroken. This person is very heartbroken. What happened with these women? It backfired. Let's see. What happened to with the women? What happened? They ended the cycle with him. They don't want to bother. They don't want to bother with this man. This earth sign woman, a bunch of these women walking away. Yeah, secretly, these are women who like did some. They know that what they got into, or it backfired. So these are women who possibly teamed up with men that were no good or something like that, and things end up backfiring. Okay, so these are men who are heartbroken because they don't want to deal with certain women no more, or women don't want to deal with them no more. This earth sign man. Yeah, they don't want to deal with him no more. So anything else? So they're debating their friendships now. And they're like, you know what, this is toxic. Someone wants to free themselves from a toxic relationship. Tell me more. Yeah, they want to heal. They want to balance things out. They want to close out something toxic. So someone's guilty for messing with someone who is very toxic. They're like, you know what, I need to close this out. Who is this? It's a group of these people. A group of them who are like feeling defeated. They're mad because they're thinking about what they have to be consistent in. Someone has been reflecting while they were alone, and they're trying to make a choice to be strong and walk away. Yeah, someone's choosing to secretly clarify this. The her. It's this earth sign woman. What's going on with her? What's going on? She's still trying to figure out how to stay in control. Her and a water sign woman. Tell me more. So these are women who are stressing and feeling insecure because of what they attach themselves to. Tell me more. And they're trying to manifest you back, collective. whatever they put you through that was toxic, every shisty thing that these people did, they're getting karma for, okay? So they're working with a group of people, or they did things in their past that they weren't supposed to do to you, working with a group of people, causing a lot of pain. It backfired, okay? So they're not getting away with nothing that they did, okay? These are people that are sad and stressing over what they used to have with you. All of a sudden, they have feelings now. People are thinking about you. These women who grouped up with these no good men, these soulless, no good men who look cute on the outside but are dirty on the inside. Like someone's walking around, you know, literally, you know, someone's so trifling. You know what I'm saying? Some of these men out here, you disgust me. Like a lot of you men, I just I don't understand. Like a lot of you men out here, you don't even realize where you are in your life. Like I would never deal with you because first off, you don't even know what you do. You don't know who you are. You represent something so low vibrational. You're toxic, and as much as I talk about it, it's way worse. It's way worse than what I can say. You know what I'm saying? It's no words to express how disappointed I am in a lot of you men. A lot of you men are so nasty, so trifling. It's disgusting. And for women to sit here and back you up, I have an issue with that. Like I really do. I'm so disappointed in a lot of these women who are stupid enough to stand by you. Like some of these women out here, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You can't be my friend. You can't possibly be my friend connecting to a demonic wicked man that you crying over every night. And then someone has the audacity to sit here and report my lies because of what I'm saying. Like you literally reporting my life because of what I'm saying. You should be 10 toes down for this conversation. But instead, you want to report my life because you like being nasty, dirty, and toxic. You trifling. A lot of you men out here, you really need help. Mental health. Go get you some help. You're effed up, okay? And I recognize it. I don't give a care how mad you get. You really need to recognize that. For you to sit here and be mad because of what I'm saying, you gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy. A lot of you men are disgusting. A lot of you men. All you do is sit here and smoke, drink, and just, you ain't did no work on yourself. For all these years, you're trifling. You a cheater. You cheat your way out of life. You treat your way out of good relationships, good people, and you think that you about to sit here and keep doing people dirty and think that you're not about to, it ain't about to happen to you. You think that someone's going to keep dealing with someone like you? You got to be kidding me. You're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I may be bad at math, but one thing I'm not bad about is my self-respect and my dignity, which is what a lot of you evil, wicked men have lost, connecting yourselves to certain systems. I will never respect you, dude. Like, you're a toxic, low vibrational, evil, wicked man. And I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what your name is. I don't like you. I don't respect you. And you nasty. You just a toxic, nasty man. You you mess with children. You're evil. You're under judgment. You know what I'm saying? You're wicked. You mess with children. You cause issues for children out of ego. You broken up families out of ego. You a hateful ass piece of shit of a man. And I don't like you. And anyone got you on a platform taking interviews from your whack ass, you disgust me. You don't need to be on no one's platform. If you're on there, you should be repenting to the world, telling the world how trifling and disgusting you are as an individual. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many people you know, how famous you are. You a weak ass, trifling ass piece of shit of a man. And you would do anything for a come up. You a trifling hoe. Ho ho ho. And you just literally ruin a lot of society's image. A lot of you rappers out there, trifling, nasty, you dirty, and all you do is do whatever to get a damn dollar. If you gotta be walked by the collar like a dog, you'll do that shit. By a white woman, you'll do that shit. Any woman crying over your ass is stupid. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Each and every one of y'all. You men out there and women who are crying over these men, who are sad and heartbroken, you ought to be ashamed of yourself too. Because you're trifling. You're toxic. You have no boundaries and no self-respect. And I don't respect you and none of y'all. So you can kiss my ass. I don't like you. You need to get it right. If you're mad at my message, it's because you're so into a lot of your carnal nature that you don't see what I'm saying. And you're mad at me for the truth. You're mad at me because you rather settle and be in your nasty, wicked ways than get your nasty ass together. You've ruined many people's lives. You've ruined children's lives. You just an evil, wicked piece of shit. You pastor, preaching on a damn pulpit, lying, acting as if you're someone that you're not. You trifling bitch. I don't respect none of y'all hoes. Okay? So I don't give a fuck what you say to me and what you got to do. Because you can say whatever you want to. I don't respect you. You the reason why I don't have a fucking husband right now. Because you done recruited a lot of these men out here to be down with the get down. Just so they can lower their self-esteem like you have. So you could look like you're somebody over them. You done trapped a lot of these weak ass men out here who thought that they were going to gain something and then gain absolutely nothing. Don't even have a freaking voice. I could never have a man like that by my side because, baby, you too weak for me. And even the ones who be sitting there on their pulpit saying a bunch of bullshit, you could tell the real ones from the fake ones. Because if you were ever a real one, you would have never lost your mind. You would have never gave in. So I don't respect you either. Because you done fell all the way off. You literally can't even speak your truth, your wisdom, because you done settled for money that you don't even have no more. So get the hell off. You done fell off. You done fell off. Boop. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect you. And all of you guys can kiss my ass. I have every right to feel the way I feel. And it's because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So I can say my shit. I can talk what I say. I can pop my shit. Some of y'all ain't no good. You done lost all your dignity, integrity for money. Oh, I gotta get what I gotta get for money. You don't even have God. What is money without God? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You have no respect, but you walk around here with your head high like someone has to look up to you and respect you for what? What did you earn to get respect? Who the hell gotta respect you? You are nobody to respect. I don't respect you. I don't like you, dude. I don't like you. You trifling. And you need help. You have no power. No nothing. And you ain't gonna have it until you get it right. None of y'all men out here, I ain't gonna speak for all, but a lot of you men out here are toxic as hell. Anyone willing to be walked outside like a dog, F you. You are disgrace. You a disgrace to society and a disgrace to a lot of our youth out here. This is what you're teaching the youth, to be like you. You are no one to be like. I don't care how much money you got. You know how you got that shit. And I don't respect you. None of y'all. Anyone that sell their own kid out so that they can get on top, you done lost yourself. You're a wicked ass piece of shit. And I'm telling you, if you're not dealing with it now, you will be on the other side. Trust me, it's always going to follow you. Your choices. If you don't get it together and repent. I don't give a care. You're nasty. And you're demonic. And you hateful. And someone needs to tell your ass that. Or you just ain't going to get it. No one's up here going to tell you this. You need to listen instead of reporting my damn channel. You dumbass. When is someone going to tell you to wake up? Because you done lost yourself, dude. You don't even know who you are. You trifling hoe. Sleeping in a damn parking lot. In the driveway. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You drink that bad, you hear voices. You can't even go in your damn house because you hear voices. That's how much you drink. You don't have no self-control. You don't have no dignity. You're literally mad at me, want to get me in an accident because you can't have your way. You evil bitch. You hateful hoe. Want to ruin my life because I got my mind. Well, you get your mind. Go find yourself, hoe. Stop trying to ruin my life because yours is ruined. I'ma always be on top. Dead or alive, I'll always be on top. Okay? You'll never be able to hurt me the way you want. But guess who's gonna be hurt? You. Cause you messing with me, baby, you messing with God. And I can honestly say that. A lot of people out here are not chosen like they say they are. They're liars. And you could tell which ones they are. Because if they were, people would still be talking their truth. Instead, they're choosing the other route to shut the fuck up, which is what you should have been doing if you weren't going to be 10 toes down for yourself or for the collective with your weak ass. Ain't nothing chosen about you. You've done nothing. You've done nothing. You've done absolutely nothing but ran your motherfucking mouth. Now shut up and listen. Because I'm sick of you. And you could be mad if you want to. You know, it behooves me how people be so mad at the truth. You want to sit here and report my life? More people should be on here. Everybody needs to heal. Everybody needs to heal. Healing is just not for one person or two. It's for everybody. For the president, for the Congress, for the pastor, the one who tell you to walk up and down the aisle. Simon Says, listen here, do the work. Do the work. You have issues. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to people. You hoe. You know you a hoe. And your mama know it too. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a care. Your childish behavior and what you trying to cause for me, you literally trying to ruin my life. But baby, your life is ruined because you're continuing to come after me. You ain't gonna have no luck. I would never deal with no one from my past. I'm not dealing with y'all. Y'all mentally ill. Y'all got issues. The collective is not dealing with y'all. I'm telling them not to. I'm telling the collective to leave y'all asses where y'all at. You gonna have to figure it out on your own. Cause something's wrong with you. mentally. And if you really think that the collective is about to sit here and deal with anyone like you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You've literally turned the world upside down. You are a whole Babylon walking. Something's wrong with you, man. Like, literally, look at you. You sit here, you're lying. You want to be jealous? You want to be mad? You want to be envious? You want to be hateful, ho? You keep messing with me, I'm telling you, your whole life is doing bad now. Like, you literally, I don't want you to get to the point where you feel like you have nothing to live for. So you're effing with me. That's how it's freaking looking. And for a lot of you women out there who are going along with this shit, you need to wake up. Something's wrong with you. I'm tired of this shit. You know, you literally mad at me because I got a lot of the collective are in their north node. And you're depressed and unhappy because you've done no work. You literally sat here and lied all your life on who you were. And now you're waking up and realizing, oh shoot, the collective, okay, well, what about you? Are you going to work on yourself, or are you going to sit here and be mad at people like me in the collective for doing the work? Like, literally, look at you. You're depressed, you're angry, you're mad, and you feel stuck. And it's because of what you chose, your choices. You want to bring someone else down because of your choices, because of how hateful you are. You became so hateful because of all the rituals you had to do. So the reason why you're so evil and so mean-spirited is because of all the rituals you've been doing. You hateful bitch. Like, when do you realize that you're a horrible person and you really need to heal? You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You just toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, each and every, one of you people who are within this community, you've lost all your self-respect. You'll do anything for $1. Even unalive your own child, your own family. Ain't no reason your child should be unalived. Ain't no reason your child should be in fear. Like, you don't even care about your own kid. Your kid is effed up. They can't even speak. They can't talk about their issues. But you sit here, got the whole society, or got education on trauma and on how to integrate practices for people who are going through mental health issues. But you sit here and create programs for that, but you're causing it, telling people not to talk about their issues. So people who are going through mental health because of you, dad, or you, mom, or whoever you are, no, the kids can't even talk about their issues because you're like, shh, shh, shh. Like, that's some bullshit. Because of what you chose. Like, this is your path. This is your life. Why everybody else got to go down because of your nasty decisions, your horrible decisions? So you telling me that someone got to be sacrificed because you chose a lifestyle that you want so bad so you can get a come up, but it causes a child to be unalive because you're hateful and all you care about is your success, your money. You think that you're going to choose someone else? Oh, well, we going to choose this person to get sacrificed so that we can be on the up and up. You hateful piece of shit. You evil, wicked bitch. You sit here smiling in people's face knowing that they're about to be unalive because you got to get a come up. Oh, I want insurance money, so I'm gonna unalive you so I can get money. You hateful bitch. Remember, everyone got a day, and when your day come, you gonna experience the same pain that you wanted the collective in, or the same pain you put someone else in. That all that pain is gonna go back to you. Each and every one of y'all, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I don't respect it. I don't respect the game. I don't respect your name. I don't look up to you. You got nice music and all, but you know, when I think about it, it's just like, ugh. Like, you know, y'all are some horrible people. Horrible. And I don't give a care. I don't give a care what you think. You're horrible. All this way that you live, like you ought to be ashamed of yourself. On the backs of other people, everybody could be successful, but you choose, you betrayed a lot of people because of what you wanted to get, you wanted to come up on. Like you're messed up. All of you. All of you who are a part of this, you ain't gonna have no luck. You know, at this point, I don't, you know, it's no words to express how much I'm disappointed in a lot of people who continue to go through this. It's just so evil. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to talk about everything, because if I do, people gonna get mad at me. But why you getting mad at me? You know what I'm saying? All y'all wicked asses. You're mean. You're mean. You're a mean individual, and you sitting here acting like you the shit when you know you're a murderer. You're a murderer. You've killed a lot of people. You've killed and hurt people, innocent people, and I don't like you. I don't. You know, a lot of you men out here, you're hateful. You know, you should see what happened to me today. I'm not going to speak on it exactly, but what I'm going to tell you is it was so disgusting today of how I was being treated today. But I realized that, you know, people have to do that shit. And honestly, I don't really feel people have to do it. They like to like make other people feel low because they're low. So it's upsetting, but I don't give a fuck. So do what you do, baby, and let's just see how that works out for you in the end. You know, you're wicked ass. You hateful. You're hateful. You know, that's all I see you as is hateful. You're wicked, you're hateful, and you're messy. And you want so badly to make someone feel as if they're alone or something like that. But I'm never alone. The collective is never alone. There will always be justice. And trust me, the pain you inflict on me and the collective is always going to return back to you 100,000-fold. Keep messing with us, for real. Keep messing with us and just see how that turn out for you. You ain't going to have no luck. You're not going to have no luck. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I got to say, collective. You know, I don't know why God made me talk like that. You know, I was guided. I was guided to speak on this. But there are people out here who are trifling, wicked, evil, and they don't even realize how wicked they become. These people have learned how to, like, save face. They literally look like good people, but deep down have the most darkest, evil, wicked secrets. And I don't rock with you. And I also just want to bring to light that I drank this water. It's so bad, collective. Like they're trying to poison my water. This is how evil and wicked these people are. So I drank this water. It's called Core Hydration. A lot of this water being Sam's Club. I'm telling you, I got real sick. I got real sick. I went to the police station and I had made a police report because I needed to get the water investigated. But when I drank the water, it made me real sick. And I'm going to start reporting companies who come for me when I didn't do nothing. I don't bother people. Excuse me. I don't bother people. But I literally had to buy like expensive water because I can't just drink any water now because these people, they're so wicked. So said, be careful of what you're drinking, because they're wicked, collective. They're very wicked. These people, they're demonic. A lot of these people, they're not even human anymore. They're evil. They're very evil. And they literally pulled a lot of people in their mess. These are the ends of the days, like where people literally are recruiting others to be evil for money. Like, you want to make an easy dollar, you want to live in this place for free, all you got to do is mess with the collective. That's all you got to do, is interfere and be a distraction for the collective. And it would be like, if we have more people in their right mind, if more people work together, instead of going after good people, we should be coming together to create a better world. If people knew how to stand up for what was right, it would be a better world, because we run it, collective. The people who, the citizens, we run it. But there are a lot of weak people who would say yes to anything, which is why the world ain't better. Like, we are the ones who create a better world. But until they get that, it'll never be. We'll always be this way. So yeah, I just want to tell y'all, this is the water I drank. I feel that it was something in this water that poisoned me, and they've been trying to mess with me. So protect yourself. I bought some pomegranate juice not too long ago, and when I took a sip of it, and when I looked in it, it had like white stuff in there. And I'm just praying to God it wasn't what I thought. But I'm gonna report that company too. I wish I would have kept the bottle, but if I had it, I would show y'all what company that was. It's been real trifling out here. Like, these people have been really mean to me, collective. They don't like the truth. But anyway, let me finish these messages. Clarify the witch ancestors. So we got the Empress. Someone's very insecure. Empress in reverse. Tell me more. So what I'm seeing here is, clarify the Empress in reverse. Clarify the Empress in reverse. So this is a liar, an insecure woman who's a liar. It's an earth sign woman. Everything she did to you, collective, is going back to her. This woman, clarify that. This woman is losing her composure, and she's not doing well. She's trying to keep herself together. This water sign woman is angry. It's amazing how the women be mad. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm trying to speak for us, and you sitting here mad at the collective because we're telling you the truth. So it's an issue going on with two water signs. They're mad. They're losing a lot, collective. These are people who are recognizing that they're conniving, sneaky ways, or however they wanted to stand out. Someone wants you to be quiet. Wants me to be quiet because they feel like they can't get what they've been getting the same way. It's someone who, clarify the Hermit. This person who's seen or something like that, they know they gotta close something out. They're in their head a lot. They're under judgment. That's the thing. Someone knows that they have to figure out how to evolve. Someone has to do better than what they're doing. This fire sign man and all these men, they're heartbroken, mad. They're feeling exposed. They're feeling like they know justice is coming in. This is what they're thinking about. It's just, people are messed up, okay? You're going to have a new beginning, collective, where balance is going to be coming in. And people who thought that they could control you or control certain narratives, they're not getting what they want. You're no longer connecting with these people. A lot of these people could be breaking up. They're not close like they used to be. and they're insecure. You know, people who even their lies are not coming out the way that someone's not as secure as they want to look. And so someone's received a lot out of someone's received like success out of being insecure. And someone knows they got to work on themselves. They want to move forward with working on themselves. Someone wants to connect with you on a friendship level. It's a water sign who is selfish, mad, angry, jealous, working with an earth sign man. And this person is mad and shocked. All these people, they just all under judgment, you know? They not doing too well. So, it's giving me that there are people who are not getting what they want when they manifest. They're losing more so than anything. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, someone's getting real insecure. Tell me more. Yeah, they're trying to someone's trying to manifest out of insecurity, but they're emotional. They're in their head a lot. They're losing it. Someone's just not doing too well, collective. They not doing well. They're thinking about what they were given innocently in the past. They're looking at, they like, this was not worth it. Tell me more. Yeah, so someone's choice is someone's trying to balance out their choice, their life, but they're wanting to tie themselves with you. Someone wants to connect with you real bad. Yeah. Someone's still trying to hold on to you, but they know it's over. And so you're protecting yourself, and someone wants to fight even if they have to lie. Like, someone will fight. Someone's going to keep trying to manifest and try to heal a connection. They want to heal a connection with you. They heartbroken, and they're trying to sneak their way back. Someone's trying to do whatever they can to lie, to get you back. This is all they can think about. And they're mad. They're angry. They're in their head pondering, thinking about what they're, you know, they know they got to walk away. They can't get what they want. You know, they're rejected. It's a water sign, an earth sign. All these people feel exposed because there is justice. Justice has to come through, collective, and people don't like the justice. That has to happen. There has to be balance, you know? So these are people who are part of systems that are not righteous, okay? Clarify the queen ancestors. Why we got queen? Because someone, they wanted to win at all costs with what they took. And they received a lot from it, but there's a cycle closing out with what they received, and they're heartbroken because everything that they did is backfiring. You know, a lot of these people, collective, who may have come up successfully, they're having to work really, really hard to be independent now. And so someone wants to be independent is what I'm seeing here, but they're still tied to like a toxic water sign man or somebody who sees success with this person. Tell me more. Someone still is secretly trying to be consistent, but I see you don't want to deal with this person. And so they're in their head stressing a lot because they're trying to figure out their options on what they need to do, because they're looking at choices that they chose in the past with a fire sign man. And I see someone is feeling like they're connected to someone that is not going to give them what they want. Like, someone feels left out in the cold even if they were to deal with someone from their past, they're not getting what they want. And so they're like, this ain't worth it. I'm not getting what I want in this. Tell me more. Yeah. So this fire sign, he's toxic. He's a liar. This person, they're like trying to figure out they're dealing with multiple people, and they're wanting to be consistent or slowly come to you, but they're blocked off. They're insecure and they're losing control because they don't have as much power as they thought they had, okay? And it's because someone finds you to be a wish fulfillment, but you're walking away. And this is what someone can't take. They can't believe that it's over. And an earth sign could be stressing about this, or this could be this guy who's stressing and trying to be grounded throughout what they're not getting from you. Yeah, they're blocked off from your energy. They're not able to get what they want from you. Clarify rebel ancestors. So rebel is a person who is clarify more about this. This person knows that what they're into, they're not getting nothing out of it, okay? And they're not giving. So this is a person who's trying to figure out their power, possibly. They're trying to take charge, but they feel a little insecure, and they're trying to act like they got it together. But I feel like it's just like what I'm getting is like a baby that like walks and then ends up falling. So this is like a person who could try to block certain things for you or try to cause issues for you. But what they're noticing is that every time they come for you, it backfires. Someone can't keep up with the karma. It's like someone keeps going through, like, someone cannot maintain the deception that they want to when it comes to you, collective. And it's because every time they do, they end up getting knocked down. So every time someone comes for you, they always end up going through huge issues in their life. So I see here it says surprises that spark introspection and lead to emotional breakthroughs. Unseen moments of joy that challenge your perceptions of what truly matters. Unexpected joy reveal hidden depth and profound connections. And then it says, across distances, the miles may seem vast, but the connection transcends space. Trust that what's meant for you will find you. Certain events are impossible to avoid and may drastically shape your future. Embrace the uncertainty, knowing that serendipity works in your favor. So let me look in this. There's someone who's trying to come around or like connect with you. But let me make sure this is a good person. Clarify this across distance. Who is this person? Who is this person? Someone coming towards you, you gonna walk away from. Who is this? It's someone who got beef with you. This person showing up as a whole bitch. All right. Tell me more about this person. And I'm not just saying, I'm so serious. So this is a person who's trying to work on someone's trying to get things to go their way. They're coming out as a man coming out as a bitch. I'm not lying. They're coming out as the queen of wands with the five of wands. Five of wands. Look. This gotta be a man. Look at this. This a man coming out as a woman. This is how weak our men are nowadays, collective. A lot of these men, they are women. They like, oh my God. A whole man coming out as a queen of wands in the five of wands position. Coming out here flighty. This is a man woman. I mean, not man woman like that. What I mean is a man, a man trying to come to you like they're GQ, but they're a whole bitch. I'm not lying. Look at this. Look, that's a man coming out as a whole woman. Tell me more. And this person, they don't even see. It's a fire sign man coming out as a bitch. He connected to all these women. All these women he's stressing all these women out. But this person trying to figure out how to deal with you. And the women are doing his dirty work. They are working together. They're under judgment, continuing to mess with you, collective. You're just going to reject each and every one of these people. Okay? So, I'm just telling you, keep going, collective. Keep being strong in who you are. It's a lot of people who are sad, crying, heartbroken, still trying to hold on to your energy, and they're not going to get shit from you. You're moving on. It's no need for someone to wait on it, trying to manifest, create, whatever they trying to do, the manifestation, that ain't going to work, okay? This person ain't even strong enough to be a man, because they're going to be penny pinching you. It's not, they're not going to give you what you need. This is not a man. I mean, this is not a man this man ain't even coming out as a man. They're coming out as the freaking queen of wands with the five of wands and the knight of wands. That's horrible. This man can't do nothing for you. They're going to be, when you say, I heard someone say a Me Too man, but I used to say that too. I don't like a Me Too man. A man, like, you complain like, oh, my back hurt, and the man like, my back hurt too. This is that type of man, you know? So they're losing because you've withdrew your energy. You've disconnected yourself. You detached. So you detaching your energy has caused someone to feel as if they're losing everything. It's feel like someone feel like, oh, I took a loss to a lot. Like, first off, you know, you're horrible. You know what I'm saying? So, collective, keep going, keep working on yourself, keep rising. It's always work to do. It's always work to do. It's always work to become the best empress that you could ever be. And first off, it's the empress that sets boundaries. Learning how to control your emotions, even when you're mad, collective. You're human. But don't go to jail for nobody. Don't go to jail for nobody, and don't be out here fighting over these weak ass men. These men, they don't deserve a fist. They don't deserve nothing. Not these men. Not the men coming out as a whole queen of wands. Please, I wish I would. You know what I'm saying? Some of these men, they have the audacity to try to tell you what to do. They're mad because they can't get their way, but these are men that don't even have their way with their own energy. They don't even know how to think. You know, these men done lost all their damn mind. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. Like, I don't respect you. You know, this Queen of Wands, she's mad too. Who is this? She's mad about the clarity. Oh, yeah. These people, they're going through major backfires. What's this? Clarify more. What's this? Queen of Wands. They're feeling exposed. They're trying to balance out things, you know, because they know that it's the truth. You know, so it's people who, let's see. Let me look at this. the Hierophant, High Priestess, the Tower, Five of Wands, Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, Karma returned, the Sun, the King of Wands, the Empress, Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Swords with the Four of Pentacles and the Death card. What is this? Something that was hidden getting dragged into the light, and not everybody is happy about it. So the opening of the Hierophant, so it says, is the Tower. The Tower is powerful. That's secrets meeting truth. The Hierophant can be institutions, groups, communities, or authority. The High Priestess is hidden knowledge, intuition, and things going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors. Then the Tower comes and says, whatever was being held up can no longer stay the same. Somebody's comfortable set up gets shaken. Then you have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Cups. That's giving conflict within a group, competition, gossip, or people talking amongst themselves. There's there could be multiple personalities involved, and not everyone is on the same page. Now the tea is hot, baby. That's exposure energy. The sun shines on everything. Karma returns next to the sun. Looks like consequences becoming visible. And the Empress feels like strong personalities or people who naturally draw attention. Somebody is being seen very clearly now, whether they like it or not. And the middle looks like information moving quickly. People are trying to adapt, juggle, respond, explain, or figure out what to do. Queen of Swords is cutting through nonsense. She's looking for facts, not stories. Then the endings, that's somebody feeling shut out, defensive, exhausted, holding on tightly, and resisting the change that is happening anyway. The Death card at the end doesn't look like physical death. It looks like the end of a cycle. Something cannot continue in its current form. The Four of Pentacles says somebody is trying to hold on, but Death says the chapter is changing regardless. This looks like a situation where people thought certain things would stay hidden, stay controlled, or stay inside a group. Then the Tower and the sun shows up like, surprise, everybody can see it now. Now folks are scrambling, talking, defending themselves, watching what happens, and next trying to protect what they still have. And the Empress and the Queen of Swords makes me think your energy is this spread is now the one panicking. Is not the one panicking. You look more like the person standing there saying, I said what I said. So meanwhile, somebody else looks tired, defensive, worried about consequences, and struggling to accept that a cycle is ending and things are not going back to the way that they were. These are people who are losing control of certain systems, certain cycles. Something can't go on the way it was anymore, collective. And it's because God is stepping in. God is like, no, we have to rebel against what they thought the new normal was, collective. This is not normal. Okay? So clarify, rebel. So it's like something can no longer be controlled or manipulated anymore. The manifestations, these are people falling from grace. They're not having no luck. They can't control how they want things to be seen anymore. They're losing it, okay? So these are people who did not do no work on themselves. They're not feeling happy or confident about certain situations. And it's because, collective, while people were out here doing what they wanted to do, you were out here gaining clarity and working on yourself, being determined about your life and your choices. And while that happened, there were people losing their minds, okay? Spirit is telling you to continue to uh, go hard for yourself. Stand 10 toes down for yourself, collective, because people out here, they not doing too well. As much as they pretend, they're not happy, okay? And it's because of what they become a part of. These are people who feel defeated, feel like they are betrayed. These are people that are not happy, collective. They real mad, okay? They're mad because they're not getting their way, and changes have to happen, all right? So hold on a little longer, baby. Hold on a little longer, because these people, they're still trying to think on how to move and how to still stay in control. But you know, it's like people still being petty out here. It's saying that you know, they're struggling behind the scenes even though they're feeling exposed, okay? So you know, as much as they don't have the control that they once had, and it's because justice has to come through, okay? So this is showing me that someone's still trying to tie themselves to you, but I just don't see it happening because you know it's dysfunctional. You know that you're not going to be tied up in nothing toxic, okay? There has to be balance. And someone's just sad because they know it's over. All right? So this toxic system, they know the truth, you know, and people, they have to realize that. They know that everything that they got into is backfiring. It has to backfire. Nothing is not going to go these people's ways, collective, and it's because it went their way for so long, and it was because we were still working on ourselves while they were coming for us. We were continuing to work on ourselves, and you know, we had to get through. They helped us evolve. They helped us really think and be better. They helped us build boundaries. They helped us say, you know what, I'm not going through this no more. I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm not dealing with these people no more. I can't take it, you know? So these people, they're no longer able to come back around, and it's because you're not dealing with them, okay? So we got the Sun card in a reversal. This is number 34. You could be 34 or 43 years old. Shout out to all the 30-year-olds and the 40-year-olds. So let's see. Oh, 34. All right. So it says depression, melancholy, homebody, poor weather, burnt out. Yeah, these people, they not doing good, collective. It's because you are whole rebel. We're not going for the things that they want us to go for. We're not doing what they want us to do. It's over for that. Okay? So with that said, these are people who are in a very negative place, still trying to run things behind the scenes, collective, but they don't have as much control as they thought they were, as they thought they did. And it's because you're stepping into your power, collective, and there's nothing these people can do. You are divinely protected. Do not be afraid to stand your ground. Do not be afraid to hold your boundaries. And do not be afraid to see people for who they are. Look people in their face. Never run from what you fear. Because when you run from what you fear, you will allow the enemy to win. Sometimes you gotta look the enemy dead in the face. And you gotta just hold there strong. Because again, like I always tell you, it's just like someone having the other side of the rope. You don't know that their hand is scarred up and that they're literally about to let go of the rope. They just waiting on you to let go. They trying to see if you're strong enough to let the rope go. I mean, if you're strong enough to hold on. But if you keep holding on a little longer, you will see how weak your opponent is. Your opponent ain't that strong, collective. And right now, they don't have the power that they used to. And it's because God is real. God don't play about you, collective. Know that. Get him. If you don't know that, get in alignment with God. Know your worth, okay? Know your worth. That's the most important thing. All right, so we got happy endings, feeling skeptical of happy endings, and distrust fairy tale promises. believes reality is far from the fairy tale, and feels delusion, questions the promises that seem too perfect. So this is God letting you know, like, don't question what's real, okay? Oh wait, let me see. Oh, this is someone who feels rejected. They wanted a happy ending, but they're not getting it. It's because they worship money. This person worships money over you, okay? They didn't want you. They just wanted what you could give them. So it says willingness to open up the connection brings graceful understanding and enhances your presence. Clarity arises when you allow yourself to be receptive. So this is God telling you to gain knowledge, okay? Be more enlightened, collective. Use your wisdom, okay? And allow God to lead you. We're not being led by money. Money ain't everything when you don't have your soul. When you lose yourself, you ain't got shit. You're an icky, nasty person. Okay? You got to know your worth. You got to know your worth, all right? And that's just what it is. This is breaking news. Someone ain't liking this news, but it is what it is. It's time for us to do the work and stop pretending. Someone's going to jail, all right? Someone's definitely going to jail. And I can't wait for the day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people need to be locked up. It don't make no sense how much these people are getting away. These people have gotten away with murder. They've gotten away with crimes, breaking in your home, breaking in your car, breaking your car, breaking your home, just doing a lot to win. And you ain't get shit from it but bad karma and bad luck. Everything you do to the collective is going back to you 100,000-fold, baby. I don't care if you talk about me, because the thing is, people only talk about me because they want me to be sad. They want me to be um have low self-esteem. But baby, you can never make me have low self-esteem. That's how much I love myself. I love all my flaws. I love what I don't know. I embrace everything about me, and the collective does too. So you could never hurt the collective in no type of way. We will never be broken from someone who is soulless, evil, wicked, someone who don't have their own mind, their own nothing. Like, we don't rock with people like you. Okay? You are a follower, and you allow other people to lead you. That's why I'm drinking this water. Because I'm not going to drink this water here. F your water, because your water made me sick. And I did report your water to the police, and I hope they find something. Because I don't know what you tried to do to me, but baby, I'm just going to expose your ass, and any other company coming for me. You try to poison my food, your whole shop, your whole restaurant getting shut down. Your whole restaurant getting shut down. Just like the other three. Okay? So keep playing with me, and you going to see that something that you wanted to be a legacy for your children, just like you wanted to mess with me for no reason, your whole restaurant is going to get shut down. You're not going to make me feel uncomfortable in my own home. You're not going to make me walk on eggshells in my own home. If anything, I'm going to send that energy right back to you, because that's how you feel in your life. So whatever I got to do what I need to do, I'll do it. But listen here, you're not going to have no luck effing with me. It's always going to be a bad day for you. You want my day to be bad, yours is going to be worse. Okay? I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. It ain't never gonna be good for you. So you can all you want to, you can do that shit. But just see how that shit end up in your life. Let's see how it works out for you in the end. You wanna F with me, and trust me, everything you do to me is gonna go back to you tenfold. You playing in my motherfucking face, watch how that shit backfire to you. Watch how it does. You think it's a joke? You allow your company to F with me? Baby, play with me if you want to. I don't care. Do whatever you do. Let's just see how that works out for you. Let's see how it works out. You messing with the wrong one, baby. But you find out. I'm not even gonna have to defend myself. I don't have to. God got me. Okay? So you can do whatever you want to do. And let's just see how that ends up with you. You and your minions. Most High God, please give the collective and myself the last message. Because the issue is, collective, I can't say half of the things I want to say. To the people who doing it to me, I can't. Which is why people can do what they want to do. And it's because they know I can't. And they have, they literally, it's a shame. It's so bad, collective. It's so bad. But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Most High God, please give me a last message for the collective. What do we need to know? Is this the back? Okay. All right. So we got Zechariah 7:7. So it says, let me go to the. Obedience is better than fasting. Now in the 4th year of King Darius, it came to pass that the word of the Lord came to Zechariah on the 4th day of the 9th month. Chisley, when the people sent Sharezer the Regnim Melech and his men to the house of God to pray before the Lord, excuse me, and to ask the priests who were in the house of the Lord of hosts and the prophets, saying, should I weep in the 5th month and fast as I have done for so many years? Then the word of the Lord of the hosts came to me, saying, say to all the people of the land and to the priestess, when you fast and mourn in the 5th and the 7th months during those 70 years, did you really fast for me? For me? You eat, and when you drink, do you not eat and drink for yourselves? Should you not have obeyed the words which the Lord proclaimed through the former prophets, when Jerusalem and the cities around it inhabited and prosperous, and the south and the lowland were inhabited? Should you not have obeyed the words which the Lord proclaimed through the former prophets, when Jerusalem and the cities around it were inhabited and prosperous, and in the south and the lowland were inhabited? So this is God saying, when you had everything, why did you disobey? Why were you want to fast now? Like, why didn't you do that when you had everything, when you were once prosperous, when you had it going on like a bag of chips? Why didn't you give your all to me? Why were you fasting then? You know what I'm saying? Why now? So it says, disobedience resulted in captivity. Then the word of the Lord came to Zechariah, saying, "Thus says the Lord of hosts, execute true justice, show mercy and compassion, everyone to his brother. Do not oppress the widow for the fatherless, the alien or the poor. Let none of you plan evil in his heart against his brother." But they refused to heed, shrug their shoulders, and stop their ears so that they could not hear. Yes, they made their hearts like flint, refusing to hear the law and the words of which the Lord of hosts had sent by his spirit through the former prophets. Okay? I'm trying to tell you something, but I don't think a lot of the these people, these weirdos, I don't like to call you weirdos, but I'm just gonna say you gotta listen because you're hard headed. Thus great wrath came from the Lord of hosts. Therefore, it happened that just as he proclaimed, and they would not hear, so they called out, and I would not listen, says the Lord of hosts. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations, which they had not known. Thus the land became desolate after them, so that no one passed through or returned, for they made their pleasant land desolate. Again, the word of the Lord hosts came, saying, "Thus says the Lord of hosts, I am zealous for Zion with great zeal, with great fever. I am zealous for her. Thus says the Lord, I will return to Zion and dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. Jerusalem shall be called the city of truth, the mountains, the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain. Thus says the Lord of hosts, old men and old women shall again sit in the streets of Jerusalem, each one with his staff in his hand, because of great age. The streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets. Thus the Lord of hosts, if it is marvelous in the eyes of the remnants of this people in these days, will it also be marvelous in my eyes, says the Lord of hosts. Thus says the Lord of hosts, behold, I will save my people from the land of the east and the land of the west. So this is God saying God is renewing a lot of the collective and a lot of the world. And if people are not willing to listen, you're going to be off of this realm, because there is a higher vibration that the world has to be on. And if you refuse to do right by God, baby, you're going to get left behind. You're not going to be able to survive in a world where we're going to be more high vibrational. We're no longer doing things your way. The way you did it is wrong. The way you did it is evil. The way you did it is wicked, because you're a wicked piece of shit. And either you're going to get it right or you're going to be out of here. I will bring them back, and they shall dwell in the midst of Jerusalem. They shall be my people, and I will be their God, in truth and in righteousness. Thus says the Lord of hosts, let your hands be strong, you who have been hearing in these days these words by the mouths of the prophet, who spoke in the day the foundation was laid for the house of the Lord of the host, that the temple might be built. For before the days there were no wages for man, nor any hire for the beast. There was no peace from the enemy for whoever went out or came in. For I set all men, everyone, against his neighbor. But now I will not treat the remnant of his people as the former days, says the Lord of hosts. This is saying that the way y'all have been doing it is no longer. We can no longer live the way y'all been living, because y'all been living real foul. And who wants to keep going on with that? That's whack. But now I will not treat the remnants of this people as the former days. For the seed shall be prosperous. The vine shall give us its fruits. The ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due. I will cause the remnants of this people to possess all these. And it shall come to pass that just as you were a curse among the nations, O house of Judah and house of Israel, so I will save you, and you shall be a blessing. Do not fear. Let your hands be strong. For thus says the Lord of hosts, just as I determined to punish you when your fatherless provoked me to wrath, says the Lord of hosts, and I will not relent. So again in these days I am determined to do good to Jerusalem and to the house of Judah. Do not fear, these are the things you shall do. Speak each man the truth to his neighbor. Give judgment in your gates for truth, justice, and peace. This is what we're talking about, collective. People need to know when they're wrong. We got to speak truth to these people so that they can get it right. Because no one around them is giving them information on them being wrong and what they're doing. People have lost their damn minds. It's so bad they don't even realize it. Someone literally has to wake them up. I had a vision the other day where someone was just like, stop, stop, stop. Like everyone had to jump in and say, stop, stop. And the person just kept going. That's just what this is. Like someone keeps doing shit over and over again, and they don't realize that they're effing their own selves up. Like, you need to stop. You really need to stop. There's no reason for you to do any of this shit. This shit is stupid. It's no reason for none of it. You lost your mind. You done got power driven for no reason. You don't need that much power. You done gone crazy. You're evil. And you need to wake up. You need to see what you're doing. It don't make no sense. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I pray that God bring judgment upon your head immediately. I know it's happening now. You're not going to get away with none of what you're doing. You done lost all your mind. Like, you really need to stop. Stop. It's a damn shame. Like, you crazy. Give judgment in your gates for truth, justice, and peace. Let none of you think evil in your heart against your neighbor. And do not love a false oath. For all these are things that I hate, says the Lord. Then the word of the Lord of hosts. How many oaths have you taken that were false? It's time to realize where you are at in your life. You cannot keep going on like this. Something has to give. You have to get it together. There are many people who claim to be a good person and are horrible. You don't even know what the word good means, because you think your ways, like, just because you wake up and give a person a piece of candy, that you've made something unjust right. Well, I'm going to do this evil here, and then I'll give a few dollars to this community or this society or this organization. After you done killed somebody, after you done caused pain for someone, you think that just because you donate or you have assisted, oh, someone don't want me to say this. You think just because, excuse me, you think just because you did something nice for the day, that makes everything else equal? You think you're a good person just because you may have donated to a few places, but just because you have it doesn't mean, just because you have it to give and you give it doesn't mean you're a good person. You're still wicked, and you can never donate to make yourself feel like a good person. You'll always still be evil, because even if someone was evil and they had money and they gave to a organization or a kid or a homeless person or whatever the case is, that don't make you a good person, because you're still evil. You're still doing wicked. So I don't care. It's because you got it. You got money to give. So it's easy for you to say, oh, I'm a good person today, and forget about everything you done did, or what you did yesterday, the day before yesterday, or how you treated this person, the rules and the laws you created for the earth and for people, causing people to be even under even more distress, while your rich ass is on top telling other people what they have to do. They're struggling out here because of you. People are going to war because of you. Like, you're the reason for a lot of the downfalls of people's lives. You got blood on your hand because of all the pain you caused. Things that don't even have to happen. It don't even have to be the way that it is. You've created it this way. You've made it this way because of your evil, wicked, sinister ways. Like, you're evil. You're evil. You know what I'm saying? And there's no amount of good that you could do, because good, just because it seems good doesn't mean that you're a good person. Anyone could hurt somebody one day. A person that, you know, somebody can turn around and give a hug to a stranger, or some candy or some money to a homeless person. Anybody could do that, but that don't make them good because of what they did. You know what I'm saying? So your wicked ways are just wicked. You really need to realize, you don't, just because you give does not mean that you're a good person. You're still wicked. You still need help. You still need to figure out what you need to do to heal, because you're effing up everybody up here. Your choices, your rules, your hate, your control issues are effing up everybody. It's unfair. People tired of you. You ain't gonna have no luck. Anyway, and do not love a false oath, for all these are things that I hate. How many oaths have you taken that were false? You better undo that. You better release yourself from that. Then the word of the Lord of hosts came to me, saying, thus says the Lord of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, the fast of the 5th, the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th shall be joy and gladness and cheerful feast for the house of Judah. Therefore love, truth, and peace. So this is where God wants it balanced, okay? So when it comes to fasting, even though There are people who use fasting as something that you stop eating. You don't eat, or you don't do something for this amount of time. That's temporary. Fasting is temporary because eventually you begin to eat after you fast. What we're talking about is a lifestyle. A lifestyle of you becoming your best self in this life. You truly being committed to God and being diligent in your walk. Fasting is um a symbolic meaning to me. In my interpretation, what I'm getting is it's meaning to have a lifestyle like that. Not literal fasting. I mean, we can do that. Fasting is good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But there are people who fast and then they go back to their same way. But if you live a lifestyle of righteousness, when you're walking down the right path, why is it so hard to do that? Like, people literally would say, "Oh, that ain't for everybody." Since when? So you telling me you got to be out here being evil and hateful to other people because you just choosing to be someone who's on the wrong path? So your path is causing issues for other people. Your path is sacrificing innocent people so that you could come up. Sacrifice someone else here. Sacrifice another person here and watch your whole life go down. Sacrifice someone else's child or pain. Put someone else's child in pain and let's see how that work out for you. Kill someone else here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be good for you. You think you about to unalive someone's kid because you want to come up on somebody? You want some fucking money? You can kiss my motherfucking ass. You ain't getting shit. I bet you won't be here as long as you. If you sacrifice someone because you want money, if you sacrifice a child because you want money, I speak death over your life the next day. I speak that your whole life end the next day because you want to come up off of someone else's life. There will be justice. You will not come up off of nobody's child. Unalive another child here. Unalive another person. You sit here, you talking about some fucking pizza? Fuck you and your trifling ass and your evil, wicked thoughts. You evil bitch. Sacrifice somebody else for money and let's see where your motherfucking ass ends. Sacrifice someone else. Kill someone else's child and let's see what happens to yours. You got the fucking audacity, you evil bitch. Kill someone else's child. Mess with my motherfucking child and let's see what happens to yours. You evil bitch. You hateful hoe. Anyway, let me get another message and then we're out. Most High God, give me a last message. Collective, God is telling you to stay in the present moment and things are going to be more better for you, flexible for you, okay? Things are going to be better. God is wanting you to go with the flow of life. There's going to be a new life for you. My thing is, you sit here, you want to block someone else's life because you don't want someone else to have their freedom. God is wanting people to go by the book. Listen here, we forgive, but we don't forget. You're not someone to be a friend to. And everything that glitters ain't gold. So for you to sit here and think you're going to sacrifice someone else's child, you evil bitch, I wish you would. You evil hoe. You a wicked bitch. Killing people for money. You bitch. Kill yourself. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not. You ain't even who you say you are, but you sitting here wanting to hurt and unalive someone else's child, or wanting to unalive somebody so you can look like you somebody that you're not. You ain't even who you wish to be, but you want to sit here and you want to put somebody down so you can come up. You ain't coming off of nobody. Sit your ass down. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly new thing. Being mercurial. It's only human to want to adorn one's self in trinkets. So you wanna have nice things. Paint a pretty picture of oneself. You want people to look at you like you're somebody. Like, if you gotta do all that, then that means you ain't never gonna be nobody. You ain't never gonna be happy being something that you're not. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of the status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or a position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds. These icons let you know something a lot about a person, place, or thing, or do they? No, it don't, because you still ain't shit. You still don't know yourself, and you don't have a soul, and you really don't have one now, because you done lost yourself for a game, and you looking stupid. Want to come after me? Like, it's crazy how a weak bitch want to come after me and stop my life. Like, I've literally done a lot of work on myself. Collective, you done so much work on yourself. You've literally got to the North Node and you got a jealous hoe coming after you because they're mad because they didn't do no work on themselves. So now you're the target because there are people who are feeling left behind. You jealous bitch. If you go out there and you do the work, you'll be just like the collective. You hating hoe. You know I'm not good at math. Let me have something. Let me have something. Damn. Like, it's bad enough I ain't good at math. Let me at least love myself today. Let me love myself today. That makes me feel a little bigger. You know what I'm saying? But you want to take that from me. The hell? Give me my props. Like, y'all sit here, y'all want to take it all. You don't want a sister to have shit. You don't want no one to like me. You want people to F with me. Like, you a hating hoe. You a mad bitch. And you gonna always be that. That's how I see you with your hating ass. You ain't even who you say you are. Walking around here giving orders. Who the hell do you think you are? I would never bow to you. I would never listen to you. You ain't nobody to listen to. You don't even have your fucking mind. You out here like walking like a dead soul. You soulless. You're practically dead. And you got people listening to you. You weirdo. You a weirdo. Anyway, with that said, whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or a position, the stamp of authority or the sparkling of a diamond, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the mask people wear and the motives underlining them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Imagine it's gone, collective. Like, these people, they're nothing without it. They're nothing without it. They don't have shit without it. They're not all that. None of these people. They're not it. They're disgusting people. They've done horrible things to get where they are. And they're not gonna have no luck. A lot of these people can't even sleep at night, collective, but they're sitting here looking at you while you're sleeping good. Riding up and down the street, angry, evil. you just an angry, evil person, and that's what you gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You hateful hoe. So learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlining them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object of the person? Would you still desire the object or the person if all the glitter was gone, collective? See, one thing about the collective, we don't care about that. When you manifest and you create your life, you create it in divine order. You don't go out of alignment. If God is nowhere in that, it will never work and you will never be happy. If you have to struggle every day to be happy and you're watching someone who's going through the struggle be happy, then that's telling you something. You're off. You're literally going after a divine being who's literally got their mind and you don't have yours. So obviously you should sit down and figure out how to get your mind back, how to get your soul back, how to figure out how to come back into alignment with yourself. Because you're not in alignment and you're messing with people that are divine beings. It's going to be huge karma for you. You think it's a joke. Play around. Keep playing here. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. You're messing with the wrong one. You better leave the collective alone. It's not going to be good for you. This is a fair warning. You even heard God say it. Like you literally, you were dancing and having fun with all the glitter and glamour, and you left God out of everything. God snatched that away. God will snatch it away. God is gonna snatch it away. You're not gonna have what you got through doing other people dirty. That is not the way to gain, okay? And you just need to know that. With that said, guys, these people gonna go through a lot of karma. It's gonna be happening for them, collective, and they're not gonna have no luck. I'm telling you, as it's not as sweet as it used to be, collective. They're in a very dangerous time right now. And as much as these people want to save face and act like they're good, want to keep coming for you, they know the more they come for you that they're going to be going through their issues. It's not going to be good for these people. But, they're going to find out the hard way. With that said, this water made me sick. Be careful what water you're buying. This is not, I would recommend, because of what happened to me 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. I went to the police station. I filed my police report on this water. And hopefully the police, they do something for me, because I got real sick, guys. It's not a joke. Like, I don't know what they did, but it broke my heart. I spent over $10 for two. I bought two waters. I had to give one to the police station when I made my police report, because they had to take it. So I didn't drink this one. It's still closed. I don't trust it. I just want to let y'all know, be careful where y'all getting y'all water from, because these people, they're so like jealous and mad. They're literally trying to poison your food and everything else, collective. So I'm telling you, any restaurants playing with me, I'm reporting your restaurant to the Better Business Bureau. I'm gonna take a sample of the food and I'm taking it to the police station, and you're just gonna be under judgment, because your whole restaurant gonna get shut down for playing with me. I'm not the one, so you better be careful with how you're treating my food, because I didn't do nothing. Everything these people have done, collective, is unjustified. They have no reason to do half of the things that they've done to a lot of us, collective, and they're going to get karma for everything. It's not going to be good for these people. So with that said, don't be afraid to face your enemies. Look them dead in the face. Okay? Look them dead in the face. With that, I'm going to end it with a song. And we're going to end it like that. So, guys, I want you all to have a wonderful rest of your night. I was going to pull one more card. I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh, well. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Peace and love to you. It's cool. So don't you be calling me out my name. I bring crap to those who disrespect me like good day. That's why I walk. One day I was walking down the block. I had my cut off dress on, right? Because it was crazy hot. See y'all. Good night. Good night to you, and thank you for your support. Peace and love to you. Thanks for the gifts.